Hello students, welcome to English class. So today we are going to learn chapter number 1, sentences. A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense. A sentence must have a verb. Example, Livana swims for an hour every day. See students, in day-to-day life we use sentences while talking, while reading, writing, even while thinking also. So let's learn about sentences. What is a sentence? Sentence means a group of words and which makes a complete sense. Sentence must have a verb. Let's learn in detail. So we learned sentence means a group of words. Sentence has three important characteristics. First one, it complete thought. It expresses complete thought. Sentence means a group of words. Sentence has three important characteristics. See, first one is what? Complete thought. It expresses a complete thought. Second, sentence must have subject and verb. And third is what? It expresses different expression like command, question, request or wish. For example, blue sky is the. Is this sentence conveying any meaning? No, it's not conveying any meaning. But if I write this sentence, if I rearrange the words and if I write sentence like this, the sky is blue. See, you can see the same words are given in the first sentence and in the second sentence. But first sentence is only group of words. And see here, second sentence it conveying a meaning. The color of the sky is blue. So this is the sentence. Now let's learn second characteristic, subject plus verb. Means sentence must have subject plus verb. For example, if your mother said to you, put this book on the table. See here, what is the subject? Is it subject given here? No, subject is not given here. Most of the time subject is considerable. For example, you. If your mother is talking with you and if she is saying you, put this book on the table, so you is considerable. Okay, and what is put? Put is a verb. Verb means what? Action word. Now let's learn third and most important characteristic of sentence. It's a third one. Meaning of any sentence it may be different and based on expression. Many of the times it would be command, it would be question, it would be request or it would be wish. Now let's learn about punctuation mark. While writing any sentence, a sentence begins with a capital letter and it may end with a full stop. When sentence is completed, you must have to put full stop. Okay, it says sentence is finished. A question mark. When the sentence is asking any question, so it should be end with question mark or an exclamation mark. When we use the exclamation mark, when we are surprised or shocked while writing this sentence, we use exclamation mark. These are called punctuation marks. Now let's solve the question A. Look at the picture, then match columns to complete the sentences. See this picture and now solve the answers. See here I mentioned two columns. First one is C. Granny is working in the garden. Sheila and Papa are. There is a tray of oranges. And see another one, next one. Mummy is sitting at the table. I can see trees, a purple umbrella. Now let's read the second column. In the background with Jaya and reading a newspaper. On the table is protecting Mummy from the sun and playing cricket. Now let's see, let's solve first one. First one is solved for you. Now let's discuss the answers. Granny is working in the garden. What is the answer given? B, with Jaya. Second, Sheila and Papa are. What is the answer? F. F is what? Playing cricket. Yes. There is a tray of oranges. D. What is the answer? D? Yes, on the table. There is a tray of oranges on the table. Next, Mummy is sitting at the table. What is the answer? C. And reading the newspaper. I can see trees. What is the answer? A. In the background. A purple umbrella. What is answer? E. It's protecting mummy from the sun. Now let's learn question B. Rearrange the groups of words to form sentences. Remember to use punctuation marks. First question has been solved for you. Now second question. Let's see. Hot, what a day. It's only words. Okay, rearrange it. What a hot day. And put here exclamation mark. Okay, it shows the feeling of that day. How it was. It was hot. Largest, the involved ocean, the which is. Okay, it's a meaningless sentence. Make it meaningful. Rearrange it. Which is the largest ocean in the world? Okay, and then put here question mark. Which type of sentence it is? Interrogative. It has asked question. That's why we have put it here question mark. Now let's see the next example. The are there looking kittens for mother. No meaning of here. Make it meaningful. The kittens are looking for their mother and put here full stop. Next example. Please with you, your take little sister. Form a sentence. P. Whenever you are going to write any sentence, first letter should be capital. Please take your little sister with you and put here full stop. Full stop tells us the sentence has complete. Next example. Favorite my spinach vegetable is. So form a correct sentence. Yes, my favorite vegetable is spinach and put full stop. Next example. Singer, what good you are. Form a sentence. What a singer you are. An exclamation mark. It shows the feeling of surpriseness. Means he is a good singer. Next example. To Mount Everest, when I grow up, my dream climb is. Answer. My dream is to climb up Mount Everest when I grow up. Now let's learn about kinds of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences. First is statement. You can say declarative sentence, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory. See, statement means what? When we declare any information, fact or opinion, so it's called statement. For example, tomorrow is holiday or tomorrow is the class test. So it's a declaration of decision. You may say, I like homemade food. So it's your opinion. So this sentence is included in statement. For example, I like homemade food. So it's your opinion. So which type of sentence it is? It's a statement. You may say declarative sentence. Now second type, interrogative. Interrogative sentence means those sentence ask a question. It's called interrogative sentence. These sentences always ends with question mark. For example, when we ask, what is your name? See, this question asks a question. So this sentence asks a question. So this sentence will ends with question mark. So which type of it is? Interrogative. Third type, imperative sentence. Imperative sentence means those sentence express command or request or wish. It's called imperative sentence. For example, get me a glass of water. This sentence express the command. Okay. Command or order. So it's a imperative sentence. Second one example. Please close the window. Which type of sentence it is? What it shows? Yes, it's a request. So this one also imperative sentence. It's a request. Wish. For example, have a great day. What it is? It's a wish. So this sentence also imperative. So what we learned from imperative, those sentence express command, request or wish, it's called imperative sentence. Now let's learn about exclamatory. Those sentence express feelings, for example surprise, pity, wonder, gratitude, it's called exclamatory sentence. For example, thank you. Okay, this sentence always ends with exclamation mark. Second one is what? What a beautiful dress. These both sentences express the feeling. Okay, in first sentence thank you, it's a gratitude. What a beautiful dress means it's feeling about dress, how it is. Question C. Write statement or imperative for each sentence in these pairs. Okay, only two types of sentences we have to write. See, question A. Lie down for a while if you are tired. This sentence expresses suggestion or wish, so it's an imperative sentence. Second one, I am tired. This sentence declare information about him or her, so it's a statement. Ritu said she would reach a little late. It's a statement. Why it's a statement? Because this sentence tells information about her, her decision it is, her opinion. She will come late. Question B. Ritu should not be late. What it is? It's a command or order, so it's a imperative. Third question, you must go to see the Chitradurga fort. Okay, it's a suggestion. You go and see it, so it's a imperative. We visited the Chitradurga fort. Okay, so this is the statement. It recall, otherwise it express the fact, so it's a statement. Have a safe journey. It's a wish, imperative sentence. They had a safe journey. It's a fact, so statement. I would love to run on the grass. What it is? It's a wish. I like to run, so it's a imperative. Second one, don't walk on the grass. What it is? Don't walk on the grass. Yes, it's an imperative sentence. Why? Because it's an order or command. Question D. Match the words in the columns to make meaningful sentences. See here, my cat has 5 kittens. So answer is C. Layla, answer is what? H. Don't go to school today. A small puppy followed me home today. Are your friends planning a picnic? Question mark. Okay, it's an interrogative sentence. Mary's bracelet was made of silver. Karan's mother took him to the dentist. Did you use shampoo when you washed your hair? I found this 10 rupees note lying on the floor. Question E. Write I for imperative sentence and E for exclamatory sentence. We learn I for imperative. Imperative means what? Those sentence gives command, request or wish. And exclamatory means what? Those sentence shows feelings like fear, otherwise happiness, anger. It's called exclamatory sentence. See, exclamatory sentence always ends with exclamation mark. So it's very easy to find out the exclamatory sentence. I love mango ice cream. This sentence ends with exclamation mark. So it's a exclamatory. Second, ask Prakash if he has tickets. What it is? It's a imperative sentence. Why it is imperative? Because this sentence, ask Prakash if he has the tickets. This sentence gives the command. Please be very quiet in this room. Okay, which type of sentence it is? Yes, it's a imperative sentence. Why? Because this sentence expresses a wish. Next one, ouch, the water is burning a hot. Okay, see this word ouch, an exclamation mark. It expresses the feeling. Okay, what feeling? The water is burning hot. So it's a exclamatory sentence. That is not fair. Exclamation mark. Same, this is exclamatory sentence. Please lend me a pencil. This sentence tells the request. It expresses the request. So it's a imperative sentence. question 7th. What a long day it has been. What a long day it has been. An exclamation mark has been given. This sentence expresses the feeling about day and ends with exclamation mark. So it's an exclamatory sentence. Next question. Switch off the light before you leave the room. And this sentence gives the command, okay, or order. So it's an imperative sentence. Now let's solve the next question. Write questions for these statements. Okay, one has been done for you. They have given already the answers and we have to form a question. So how to form a question? While forming any question, okay, WH family is already, it has been given here. So you have to write here first auxiliary, then plus noun or pronoun plus verb. Okay, so your question is ready. See here. What is the answer? Kanika has gone to Kolkata for some work. Okay, WH family has been given here, like where. So take a auxiliary verb. What is auxiliary verb here? Has. So write here has. Then after, what we have to write here? Noun. What is the noun here in this sentence? Kanika. So take here Kanika. And verb, we third it is gone. Write here gone and question mark. Okay, go through this formula. You can write it easily. You can solve it easily. Next question. The holidays will begin next week. Here, okay, auxiliary verb is what? Will. Yes, right here will. When will the holidays begin? Okay, here name or pronoun has been not given. So take this first one, subject. The holidays. When will, when, see here, auxiliary verb will, noun or pronoun is not given. So take this, the holidays. The holidays begin and question mark. Over. Next question. We will come home by bus. Here, how? Auxiliary verb will. Okay. Pronoun or noun has been not given, so it's a considerable. Instead of we, you have to write here you. Verb is come to home and question mark. Next question. Atul tied up the room. Atul tidied up the room. So see here, who? We are going to ask a question about who. Atul will be our answer. So we are not going to write here name of Atul. Who tidy up the room? Okay. See here what we have written here, tidy, and here tidied. Okay. First form, second form, past tense of tied. Put question mark without fail. Next question. Mummy said we should come home now. So form a question. What did Mummy say? And question mark. Here, a baby deer is called a fawn. So form a question. What is called as fawn? Or what is known as a fawn? Take a quick recap of this question, how to form the question. See, first what will come? WH family question. Means WH family, like where, when, who, what, like this. Plus auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb means what? Helping verb. For example, is, was, were, like this. Okay, has, had, this one. Then noun or pronoun. Okay, and plus what will come? Verb. It would be V1, V2, V3, anyhow. And then in the last question mark. Okay, like this you have to use this formula and have to form the questions. Question G. Change these sentences as directed in the brackets. Okay, directed means what? Whatever given in the bracket, you have to read this and form a sentence like that. One has been done for you. Second question. The sun always sets in the west. Make it interrogative. Interrogative means what? Those sentence ends with question mark. Those sentence ask you question. So how to form the question for it? The sun always sets in the west. What is the question? Yes. Where does the sun always set? And put question mark without fail. Third question. That was a scary movie. Make it exclamatory. Okay, exclamatory means those sentence ends with exclamation mark. What a scary movie that was. Okay, this sentence express the feeling about movie. Okay, scary means fearful. Next question. You are very kind. Exclamatory. How kind you are. And exclamation mark. Feeling about the kindness. I would like a glass of water. make it imperative. Imperative means those sentence gives command, order, request, wish. It's called imperative. So how to form a sentence? Get me the glass of water. So it's a order or command. You must be sleepy. Interrogative. Interrogative means what? Ends with question mark. Are you feeling sleepy? Ends with question mark. Now let's learn about subject and predicate. Each sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. What do you mean by subject? It refers person, place, animal or thing. For example, any name of the person, place, animal or thing, etc. What do you mean by predicate? Predicate means it contains verb plus rest sentence. It tells us something more about the subject. For example, my mother is teaching me how to bake. What is the subject here? It's very easy to find out. Okay, the name of person, place or animal or thing. So it's given here my mother. So it's a subject. It always comes in the beginning of the sentence. Not always. Sometimes it comes in the middle also. So it's a subject. And what is the predicate? Just now I told verb plus rest sentence. Okay, it always contains verb. This here, look at here, is. What is it? It is a verb. Okay, auxiliary verb. Is teaching me how to bake. Okay, this all verb plus rest sentence is called predicate. Second example, the baby monkey ate banana. Okay, here the name the baby monkey. So this is called subject. Okay, so because it's a name of animal, that's why I said it. Here at banana, it is a verb. Banana, it's a subject. So this all whatever sentence is left it here, rest all sentence would be predicate. It's the easiest way. You have to find out the subject, so you will get whatever rest with the verb. It's called predicate. Let's see question H. Match the subject to their predicates. Okay, see both columns have been given subject and predicate. Go through these answers and solve this. Write the correct predicate in front of the subject. Now let's solve question I. Circle the subject and underline the predicates. As we learned, subject means the name of person, place or thing or animal, and predicate means what? Predicate contains the verb, like here one, are, is, play, this runs, wrote, love, are. These all are verbs. Okay, predicate contains the verb and rest all sentence. It's very easy to solve. See now first example. Tanvi won many medals in the inter-school athletic championship. So here Tanvi is the subject and rest sentence is predicate. Second example, my grandparents are coming to stay with us for a few months. My grandparents subject, and this all rest all sentence is predicate. Third example, Mars is the planet closest to Earth. Mars is a subject and this sentence is predicate. Fet and Sia play badminton together every evening. See here in the picture. Okay, Fet and Sia, the name of girl and boy. So circle it and rest all sentences predicate. The bus to Pune runs every half hour. The bus Pune is subject and runs is a verb. Okay, from the verbs to till are, sentence is predicate. Ruskin Bond wrote his first short story at 16. Ruskin Bond, name of the person, so circle it, it's a subject, and from the road to 16, it's a predicate. My best friend and I love to read and exchange storybooks. Okay, see here, my best friend and I is a subject. Love to read the storybooks, predicate. Mr. Puri and his children are very fond of gardening. Mr. Puri and his children is a subject, and from the verb to rest all sentence is called predicate. Let's solve question J. Complete the sentences with suitable subject from a box. See here, dolphin, granny, newborn babies, Ria and her sister, the basket, a tortoise, young saplings, the three birds. Okay, these subjects have been given and we have to write it before the predicate. Okay, so let's start. I have been written here already. Let's read. The three birds were chirping in the nest. Second, dolphins are very clever animals. Third, young saplings grow into big trees. Granny is taking her afternoon nap. A tortoise moves slowly. Newborn babies sleep most of the time. Ria and her sister are both talented musicians. Last, the basket is full of fruits from the farm. Let's solve question K. Complete the sentences with suitable predicate. Here they have given the subject and we have to add here predicate. I have written here some predicates, so you may change it. You may write with your own. See here, Sheila and her sisters are dancing on the stage. Second, a police officer arrested the thief. My parents are very concerned about me. Concern means what? Means very careful. They are taking care of you, like that. A large crowd of people began to cheer. A flock of sheep was grazing in the meadow. The three elephants were drinking water in the pond. Many peoples were standing in the queue. Queue means what? Line. Those birds are beautiful. Let's solve question L. Complete the sentences with suitable subject. You may write it same, otherwise you may change. Okay. Question first. Cat was lying on the pavement. Second, my brother visited the Natural History Museum yesterday. Puran poli and chole bhature are my favorite foods. Small puppy made me happy today. Nutritious food makes us healthy. My mother went to the market. Planes were flying over the city. Keys are in the drawer. Okay. Now next question. Question M. Write a subject for each picture. Then add a predicate to each subject to make a sentence. Okay. They have given the picture over here. We have to write subject and predicate both. One has been solved for you. See. 3 children are playing on the swings. 3 children is what? Subject. And predicate is what? Are playing on the swings. See here. This is what? What it is? Subject means what? The name of person, place, thing. It may be noun or pronoun. So predicate is what? It contains verb and rest all the sentence. So what is verb? Are playing on the swings. It is a predicate. See here, subject and predicate we have to write. See the picture. One girl is there. Where is she? In the library. So form a sentence. Seema is reading book in the library. Second picture. One girl is standing in front of the locked door. So form a sentence for it. Meera is standing in front of the locked door. Fourth example. Subject. Mr. Ram. Mr. Ram is buying caps or winter clothes. Okay, see in this picture. Now for the fifth picture, some students are giving answer. So form the sentence for it. Students are answering the questions. See this. Question number 6. See picture and form sentence. Mother and her friend are sitting at the table in the background. Okay. So we have completed this chapter number 1. What we learned in chapter number 1? What do you mean by sentences? Characteristics of sentences. Types of sentences. Okay. And subject predicate. So watch this video carefully. Complete your chapter number 1. Thanks for watching. Keep learning.